Hello, I'm Keith Jackson. You know, in every major automobile race, the big story comes out of the garage area. Well, here at the National 500 in Charlotte, the big story came before the start of the race as Charlie Glotzback sat on the pole at a better than 158 miles an hour. When he came to technical inspection, they nailed him. The restrictor plate under the carburetor wasn't quite right, and so he moved off the pole to the back of the pack. Now, NASCAR Grand National Racing, every effort has been made to keep it competitive. Keep the cars as close competitively as you possibly can, and thereby returning a great deal of driving skill to it. But for information on what is a restrictor plate and how it affects the automobile, let's turn to Roger Penske, who has an automobile in here. Roger?
Well, Keith, as you can see, I have the basic carburetor that all the fellows are using on the track. It has the size hole, as you can see here. And this is a restrictor plate that NASCAR has put into the work this year in order to slow the cars down for safety. This plate sits underneath the carburetor, and the whole unit sits on top of the engine. That would be the same thing if I was a miler and someone said, all right, tape off one side of your nose and try to run a mile. It would slow me down because it takes air and fuel to go through these holes. Well, yesterday, Charlie Glotzback was able to take the bottom part of the plate and slide it out, so these holes were then opened up, and that allowed more air and fuel to go through and basically more horsepower and more speed.
There's just no substitute for a little backyard engineering, is there?
Well, they said the good old boys know how to do it down here.